Now then, where do I start with this one? So today we're going to be installing the 100 litre water tank, which is an over wheel arch tank that we've gone for, save a bit of space and even out the weight from the electrical system. First things first is going to be removing the back panel to allow me to install the water inlet point, install the water inlet point, get the pipe through, and then start messing about and cutting holes in this bloody thing. Let's do it. Now then, first issue. So the tank has got to sit over the wheel arch, which means I've got very little room for actually getting it in. That's the furthest it can come there. You've got tiniest of gaps. Although it's not ideal, I think I'm going to have to put the inlet point lower down than I'd really wanted to, which means I might have a bit of sitting water, but worst case scenario, I can just blow it through or siphon it out, one of the two. It's looking like my most feasible point of location is tucked nice and neatly in there. Right, 10 minutes in and big change of plan. So initially, this water inlet point was going to be installed just there, but I've noticed that if that's there, it's going to be lower than the pipe which feeds on top, and this is a gravity fed one, so any water that goes into it, if it's not under mains pressure, it could just end up leaking back out. Might be more hassle than it's worth. So instead, I'm going to install the tank against this wall with a connector point on the top here, so that I can connect a hose into it with like an outside tap fitting sort of thing, which will allow me to fill the tank up with just connection point. Alternatively, I can just open this great big hole. So I've got two means of filling it up. One less hole to drill in the side of the van, which for me is a win. Yeah, I think it's the lesser of a lot of evils. So I've decided to nick as much room as possible, getting that so that the latch can close and just go against the tank. With the brackets, I'm turning the brackets that way so that the fixings are hidden and allowing me to run all the pipe work along the top with no real risk of obstruction. So there'll be a bracket on there, bracket there, bracket down the side, and one on this side as well. Now this one's going to be a little bit more difficult as we've got the opener to contend with, but we'll see what we can do. So my intention is to mark up, I've done that one wrong as I've moved it across further than I'd first anticipated. So I'm going to mark up the brackets, fix them to the wall, remove the tank, fix them in, and then they should slide in, bolt onto it, and it should go absolutely nowhere. So now the tank's in place, all we've got to do is bolt it together, and then that will also give me a bit of confidence in doing the two side fixings as well. But I just wanted to dry fit it to see how we're looking, and I think we're looking all right. What we've got is the reader, the ball valve, which will tell me how much water is in the system. I'm hoping this can be connected to my Turbo GX, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, I've got a reader device that can sit on a wall and it just tells me like a fuel gauge effectively of how much is in there. So that is the size of my pipe that needs to go through. So I'm going to cut that with the hole saw kit that I've got, drill that through. I don't know how well you can see this, but my hole spreader, whatever it is, fits through there pretty darn well. And when eyeing it up to that's got to poke through, it seems bang on. So I'm hoping I can just go straight through and that'd be more than enough for the size of the hole we need. got quite lucky there. There's nothing seemed to have fell inside it. However, I will be giving it a good clean out ahead of install. Moment of truth. Need a little bit more. Beautiful. I want the cable for the reader to go in that direction, which means I need to mark these holes like so. So what I'm going to do is fix that in place there, and then afterwards I think I'm going to go around each of the holes with some black Sikaflex. All I've got at the moment is white, so I think it'll look a bit naff. Good start, good start. Like I say, don't judge the white silicone too much, as I'll go around that with some black Sikaflex when I get some. But for now, that is not looking too shabby. That is a job well done. And as I say, that will connect at some point onto the reader. I'm hoping the Servo GX, that bad boy there, should be my connection point, but we'll see. Now we've got the reader fitted. Next, I am putting on the breather pipe, which I'm going to put at the very top for obvious reasons. That'll also act possibly as an overflow. Not that I should ever get in that situation, because I'll always keep an eye on it, but it'll be breather pipe, pokes up, and then sending a breather mechanism probably down through the floor, just so it can leak out if it has to, but also provide some air into it. The rubber bung, which will be on the outside of that, I'm using as a bit of a guide for the size of the hole that I need to cut. And I'm going to try and get them nice and neatly leveled up, so they're in the same place. Just a bit of OCD kicking in. Not that the van reflects any kind of OCD, but we'll leave that one there. I'm just going to actually double check how far into the drill I need to go before I cut it. So I'm 3 rings from the top. Had to improvise a bit. I managed to get the 22mm spade bit into there and give it a bit of a spread out like that, and now that slots in beautifully. So after realising that the tubes that they've sent with the tank don't actually fit through with the rubber gasket on, I think the best thing I can do is create a seal using Sikaflex, which should be more than adequate. Not ideal, but just a wee case of improvisation. And now that can be fitted tightly. Again, I'm confident that it should never really need to be a waterproof fitting, because there should never really be that much water in this anyway. So I'm just going to try and work out a decent enough spot for the breather tube to go out to. It's looking like sending it down the right hand side of the tank is going to be the best bet, and then drilling a small hole around here, staying well away from that, and then obviously not getting in the way of the pipe work feeding from the outlet tube. Let's have a look under the van. So as you can see, we've not got much room at all to feed the pipe down in the front of the floor fixing. So I may have to go somewhere around, well, somewhere around here. So after a bit of a trial and error, we've managed to get the breather pipe underneath the van. First hole didn't go all the way through, but I just thought I'll go a bit closer to the bracket after getting under there, and I think that's worked all right. What I will do from the underside is clean off the area, prime it, and then give it a lick of Hammerite paint. I'll probably make it shorter than this at some point, but I'd rather leave too much on it than not enough. So let's get the tank fully fitted in place. Thinking if I get them all fixed fairly loose, it will make life just that bit easier. So that's another big job ticked off. If you want to stick around for more shenanigans, please feel free to subscribe. And on the next video, we're hopefully going to get some covering on those walls. See you on the next.